This video is brought to you by soccerpro.com. Be sure to visit soccerpro.com for all the latest soccer gear at everyday low prices with no membership fees. Don't forget to use coupon code SR4U at checkout for $10 off a $75 purchase, plus free shipping within the US. Hey guys, Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com bringing you an unboxing video of a pair of Adidas F50 adizero miCoach in leather in the brand new chrome, orange, and black colorway, which I believe is currently the Messi exclusive colorway. There's no Messi branding on the shoe, but as of right now, he's supposed to be at least the only guy wearing this particular colorway. And of course, I have the leather version in front of me. And to be completely honest with you guys, in person, this is not my favorite colorway. Especially in the leather version. If you go to the synthetic version, it's actually chrome, but on the leather version it tends to be more of a dull gray rather than that shiny chrome look. So again, if you're expecting a shiny chrome shoe in the leather version, that's not what you're going to get. And if you want to get a more kind of a better idea of how the shoe actually does look in person, there will be a link in the description right to the review page on my website where you'll get a better idea as to how these shoes actually do look in person. You're also going to find a full written review on this particular shoe, which I've already done quite a long time ago. So if you want some more info on these shoes as far as how they fit, feel, and perform, all of that info is going to be found in the full written review. So go ahead and check that out. Again, that link will be in the description if you haven't gone and checked that out already. But as far as this particular shoe is concerned, the colorway anyways is kind of a recycled colorway. Adidas has brought it back from the last version of the adizero. If you remember the 3 launch colorways, one of them was this chrome, orange, and black, and they brought it back for the miCoach. And like I said, it's in the leather version, it's not as sharp as it is in the synthetic version. But that's just my opinion. A lot of you guys may disagree with me, but color matching is not the best here. A lot of you guys probably have seen that the colors don't always match up from the leather to the synthetic sections, and that's definitely the case here. You have kind of a dull gray in the leather here, and then this kind of dull orange where you have a very bright orange in the synthetic, and then more of a shiny chrome-like look in the synthetic section of the midfoot on this particular shoe. But as far as the shoe is concerned, you have a Golio calfskin leather at the front here. The leather quality is okay. It's definitely not what I would consider to be premium on the market, at least as far as what you can get from other shoes. That may weigh a little bit more. This is a fairly light shoe as well. The leather version has a listed weight of 6.1 ounces. Actually, if you guys want to see a comparison video between the leather and synthetic version of the F50 adizero miCoach, I'll leave an annotation in the top left corner right now so you guys can check out that comparison video where I kind of talk a little bit about what the main differences are and if you should look at the leather or synthetic, because I know a lot of you guys probably are debating between which one you should get. But as far as the leather section on the shoe, it's only the front here, and you do have a leather tongue as well, where the midfoot, see from the shiny orange part on both sides, back, it's a synthetic upper, but a thin synthetic at that, but there's a little bit of bulk to it. The leather version as a whole is a little bit more bulky as far as the thickness of the upper than the synthetic version. If you really want that true barefoot feel, you're going to get that more out of the synthetic rather than the leather version. Although the leather version does tend to be a little bit more comfortable just in terms of having that nice soft section in the toe area. It's a wider fitting shoe overall, and it tends to fit fairly well if you have a wider foot. I wouldn't say that it's a very narrow fitting shoe at all. But as far as other elements on the shoe, you have a synthetic leather heel liner, which is pretty nice. And then, of course, you have only one insole with the leather version. There's kind of a lot of misconception that both shoes, the leather and the synthetic, come with extra insoles. That's not the case. The leather version, since the miCoach shoes has been released, only comes with what Adidas calls the comfort insole. So you have the synthetic suede liner on the top here. Then you have just a little bit of extra padding on the bottom. But as far as calling this a comfort insole, I would definitely still call it a minimalistic insole. One of more geared towards being lightweight. So if you're looking for a more heavy-duty insole, you may have to get that after the fact. But as far as the sole plate and stud pattern is concerned, this is kind of the main reason why the adizero is so lightweight. Called the sprint frame, and it's a one-piece sole plate and external heel counter here. This is the 2.0 version. So there's kind of these harder edges. This is slightly stiffer plastic and seems to be a little bit more responsive overall. You can see this external heel counter is fairly stiff. You're not going to have any issues with it cracking or anything like that, even though it does appear to be fairly thin. But as far as the sole plate is concerned, you have nice flexibility through the forefoot. It's stuffed, so that's why it's not bending. But and it kind of has this somewhat chrome tinge to it on this particular colorway, which I think looks pretty nice. Of course, the stud pattern is the classic Adidas stud pattern that we've seen now, where we're seeing it put on all of their shoes, including the Adipure line as well as the Predator line. And this is these triangular studs, which kind of give you that blend of conical and bladed studs. It's kind of the best of both worlds. They're a little bit longer as far as firm ground studs are concerned, but tend to perform fairly well if you are going to be playing on firm ground. On harder ground, I wouldn't really recommend them. I find them to be a little bit too long, and there aren't as many firm ground studs as you would normally get, especially in the forefoot. You're going to notice that they're fairly spaced out, so stability may be somewhat of an issue if you are going to be playing on harder surfaces, such as hard ground, especially artificial grass. But if you're going to be playing on firm surfaces where the cleats are going to be able to dig into the ground a little bit, you're not going to have any issues with traction. But as far as other elements on the shoe are concerned, of course you do have the miCoach slot. So if you do have the miCoach chip, you can slot that in your shoe and track your stats. But other than that, guys, that is it for the Adidas F50 adizero miCoach in leather. If you guys have any questions about the shoe, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. But if you haven't gone and checked out the review page on my website, guys, go ahead and check out that full written review. It's really going to give you the details as to how these shoes really do perform. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't done so already. Like I said, guys, any questions you guys have related to the video, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And any questions you guys have not related to the video, go ahead and leave that on my Facebook page. There will be a link in the description of that. I generally answer all of the public questions on Facebook. So if you do have a question to leave me, go ahead and leave it there, and you are most likely to get an answer on Facebook more than you will anywhere else. So like I said, if you haven't gone and checked that out, there will be a link in the description. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.